Hello everyone, Emily here. Thanks for supporting my channel, Art with Albright. Any likes or subscribed are greatly appreciated. This lesson will be creating an underwater piranha. So let's go step by step, and as I teach you, I will give you skills to help you improve your knowledge of drawing. So today the supplies you need, all you need today is a pencil and some paper. Now the materials I use will be cardstock. I like that smooth paper, and I have a mechanical pencil. I prefer always having a sharp pencil with me, so that's why I go mechanical. And then I'm going to use a blending tool called a stomp. This is to help us blend and shade. So if you don't have one of these, that's okay. Q-tips work. A pinky will even work. So let's get going. Let me show you something I just finished. I'm so excited. I just finished this. Challenged myself to something just different and out of the ordinary. So with my blending stick, my stomp, my eraser, and my pencil, I created this in about an hour. So stick with me and we're going to get this. So when we begin, let's start real light. I'm going to do a pretty big circle. Oh goodness, look at me. I just like bumped the table while I did it. That's okay. We're not going to beat ourselves up over it, right? Let's leave it. And I'm starting on the left side of the paper, so that way we can pull the piranha out toward the right. So once we have the head, let's go to the right side, right in the middle, drop down just a little, and let's just do a nice oval. That's going to be the body. So you're thinking, okay, this looks really weird. Okay, are we drawing a clown? No, stick with me. Remember, I'm going to help you create some awesome things, okay? You can do it. So once we have all this, let's go back to the circle. We're going to draw a nice oval eye right there. Okay, right there, right there. And what we're going to do, we're going to take that oval and we're going to draw a circle inside for the pupil. Think about where you want this piranha to be looking. I want mine looking forward. Okay, my piranha wants to know what's ahead of him so he can get his chops ready to eat. So behind him is the light source. So we're going to have a little reflective dot on the right. Let's fill this in. Just color that in. If ever I'm going too fast, please hit that pause button. You can definitely join me when you are finished. Okay, we got a nice shaded area in there, one value, meaning it's the same color all the way. You can grab your stomp and blend that and make it nice and smooth. If you don't have a stomp, don't panic. Get your pinky out, okay? Just rub that, just making sure not to get it all over the place, okay? So once you have that, let's do the shape of the eye a little better. Notice I have a little bump up here at the top. I'm actually on location at one of my classes, so I'm at a different table and I bumped it. So I'm going to darken the outside of the top part of my eye going down. You got that? Now underneath, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it and I'm going to go under and up. This is going to create some wrinkle lines, some depth under that eye. I have a couple of lines over here creating some more wrinkles for his eye. Do you like that? That looks really good. So far, so good. We'll put some more details on as we go, but right now I'm really happy with that. Now let's do the mouth. I'm going to come to the left side of the circle, right in the middle. I'm going to drop down just a tad, and I'm going to pull back a smile. Does that really look like a smile? Sure. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull out the front right here, and wrap it around. So I'm going to put like the letter C right there. Okay, that's going to create some depth. When you look at your face from the side, you can see the lip, right? You can see your lip. So from there, I'm going to erase this line in there, right inside that C, and I'm going to erase the jaw. Let's take that off. Let's get rid of that area right there. Good? Yeah? Everybody doing good? Give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs up. Yeah, way to go. I love it. I love it. Okay, so from here, let's draw some teeth. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of this line right here, just because I don't want it inside of a tooth that I'm about to draw. Okay, you with me? So as we go, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to think about the placement. Always think about the placement or look at your reference, okay? I'm looking at the piranha I've already drawn, and I think I'm going to start my tooth right about here. Why? Because I want it to show that lip that's pouting out in the front, okay? I want it to show that lip. So I'm just going to come and I'm going to go back down his mouth and draw some nice, they kind of look like the letter A without the dash in it, okay? That's basically what it is a letter A curved. You can do one with a couple of bumps, look like a molar maybe. Do piranhas have molars? I don't know. I'm not going to stick my eyes or my hands in a piranha's mouth, so I don't know. Guess I could watch an Animal Planet or something. Okay, now you can go back and between each tooth, darken in that space. Darken that space and create some depth there. That looks really cool, guys. Don't make yours look too scary. You can take yours and make it more realistic if you have that ability, but we're going to stick with simple right now. Now what I'm going to do is think about the head. Let's look down here and go, okay, my mouth needs to come down, but I don't want it to end up in a weird spot. So I'm going to just curve the face, and notice I didn't go with that shape, that circle shape. Okay, do you see that? Now we have a head shape instead of a circle for a head. So far so good? Yes. Now let's go to this lip. You have a lip. Let's bring that down and then join where that circle is. Good. You guys are doing so well. Look at you. I love this. This is good. This is real good. Okay, so now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase all of this area. All of it. Just take it and get rid of it. Okay? You can leave it light. That way you can still see it and use it as your guide. But I'm going to just remove it. Now from here, let's put a rectangle. Okay? You're going to go, why are we doing a rectangle? As light as you can, put a rectangle tilted just a little bit. That's going to be the fin. Okay, and then we need another fin on the other side, and it's going to be just a little bit of the fin, and it's smaller because it's further away. So we've got those two fins. Okay, so now watch what we're going to do. We're going to take this line, we're going to touch right here, pick up your pencil, go behind it, and then draw your line out toward the end of your fish. Very nice, very nice. Take your time, okay? Do it real light if you need, and then you can go over it again. Just do a good job. Smile when you're doing it, okay? Have a good attitude. Let's do the same thing for the top. We're going to start at the top, and we're going to pull it all the way back and down and around. There you go. Some of my students say this looks like a tadpole. So far, I think it does look like a tadpole. So now we're going to erase the inside. Let's get rid of that drawing helper there. That's that oval. There we go. We have a good shape going on here. Yeah, it does look like a tadpole. That is so funny. Now let's put the rest of the body parts on here because the rest of it is detailed the same. So from here, I'm going to put a nice rectangle down his back. Okay, just a long rectangle down the back. I'm just going light. Notice I'm just going light. And then I'm going to put a triangle on the back. Some more fins up here. The fin down here, we're going to just do a nice rectangle. Good. Good. Excellent. Now the end, I'm going to have to zoom out for this one. Hold on. The end, we're going to do a nice giant tail. Oh, this is so much fun. I love this tail. Now remember, draw lightly so that you can add the detail, because this fish has been through some serious waters and fights and stuff, so he's got a lot of dents and bruises and bumps on him. So let's go back and add some detail. What do you think? You ready for that? Did you do a good job? So fish breathe through gills. So let's add some gills with some curved lines. Very nice. I'm going to shade at the front of the eye where we had those lines. See that? I'm going to shade to add some more depth. And you can do that with your pencil, just going back and forth, getting it dark. You decide how much you want to add. This is your piece, okay? Be excited about it. This is yours. And now that lip, it's open back here, so it's dark. You want it dark. Now, if you want to add another tooth on the other side, you can do that. Now it looks like there's another tooth tucked on the other side. Whoa, love it. Okay, what can you add to your fish to make it very unique? Now, for this rectangle, I'm going to go and just make a little triangle right there. Now, why am I doing that? I don't want it to look like a rectangle fin. So I'm going to change the shape up just a little. Now, when you go back and do details, that's when you use your pencil dark. Add more pressure to your pencil, okay, when you're drawing. Now, at the bottom, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up and put some nice cuts in the fin to make it look like he's been through the waters, through the battles, and having some fun. So let's do that. I should have erased that line first. I think I'll do that over here. There you go. Take it out just a little bit. Let's do that to the one on the back. Some nice, just random chaos right there. Some organized chaos. That's what it's called, organized chaos. There you go. Love it, love it, love it. Now, we're going to do that to everything on the back of this fish, okay? Let's do that on the whole entire, so you can just listen to me while you work. You can watch, then do yours, get some ideas. You know, when I do this, I want you to make sure you add that thickness to it, okay? Add the thickness in there. Darken in some of these cuts and make it look like it's a little thicker. Just a little, not too much. He doesn't have real thick. He just has those real, I don't know, see-through fins. Some of them are see-through. I watched Animal Planet once about piranhas. That's all I needed, right? You only need to watch it once. Piranhas are cool, but so this one I angled. Did you see me angle that one? And then I'm going to pull it in, tear it up, okay? Make some really cool dents and tears in this. Make it really your unique, very own creature. And then go back and darken in, shade one side, get that depth in there, okay? Get those tears in there. Really create some I've seen some of my students have really good talent. Were really surprised me. I was like, wow, I want to draw like that. So there we go. Look at that. So you be as creative as you want. Add extras. Now for the back of the tail, and remember, if I'm going too fast, I know I am. I know I'm like a speeding bullet. But you take your time, okay? Don't stop because Miss Emily is going really fast. Don't do that. Pause. Just pause. If you were in my class or my virtual class, I would slow down and wait for you. At my classes, they hold up their finger at my virtual class, and that means, Miss Emily, can you wait 1 second? You're just going too fast. Or you just had a creative explosion of your mind and you wanted to do something. So, you know, YouTube is excellent. Push that pause button, okay? And come back to me. Come back to me. Share this with your friends. Share this with your parents. Teach your parents how to draw. What? Who does that? Really? I can't get my girls to draw with me. I mean, come on. So let's add a little texture. How can we add some more texture? I'm going to add stripes. I'm going to add some stripes down his back. What do you think about that? Maybe even some spots. My daughters have freckles, so I love spots. I love all kinds of spots. I'm just going to be random and add them all over the place. And maybe some, you know, these are thin fins, so I'm going to add some lines to show those veins in the fins. Okay, don't quote me or tell me I'm in trouble for not having the anatomy correct, but I'm trying. So there we go. We did some of that, and let's give him some bubbles. Blur, blur, blur. And let's see here, shading. If my light source is, if the imaginary light source is coming down from the right, that means we're going to shade on the left side, okay? The left side. So down the front of his face. Let's see, I want his teeth to look a little rough. Let's make those teeth look just a little rough, right? And his chin, his jawline. Let's shade down just real light, okay? Just take it and go back and forth, just real light. Be very good with that. Now on this back fin, we're going to shade that a little darker because it's underneath the body, away from all the light sources. We're going to shade this fin down here, and notice I'm just making roughness, okay? And then you can take your finger and blend it. If you do have a blending stomp or a Q-tip, you can go ahead and use that to blend and shade. And look, I'm going to add a little to the eye. Add a little bit to the eye. Just give it just a little. Now when you're shading, why do we shade? Well, we're taking it from darkest to from the darkest side away from the light toward the light to make it the lightest area. That is how we shade round objects. Okay, that's how we give our eye the illusion that's a round object. Pull it around. So let's go ahead and do the belly also, because that is underneath him and away from the light source. And I'm going to do this fin too. Oh, I didn't put my stripes on this one. Let's get some stripe marks on there. So I'm going to let you finish this up, and I would love to see your art. So you can find me on Instagram at Art with Albright or Facebook. Let's see here. I'm on everything. So give me a shout out. Let me see what you're doing. Let me see your suggestions. I love doing creatures. I do my foster animals. We foster for our local shelter, so I've done a couple of our little fosters. So you just let me know how I can help you become a better artist. I only like positive feedback, okay? Don't give me anything negative. I'm a mom. I have enough negativity in the world, okay? I'm a mom of a teenage girl and another teenage girl, and my amazing son who's a Marine. He's a teenager still. Not really. He's an adult. So love you guys. Take it easy and keep drawing, keep smiling, and God bless you guys. Bye.